Time for the word on Wall Street. Top investors watching your money. Joining me right now is Bulltick Capital Markets Chief Strategist Catherine Nvdia, MJP Wealth Advisors President Brian Vendig, and Michael Lee, strategy founder at Michael Lee. Mike, Microsoft is the leading company in terms of buying back stocks so far. You're bullish on tech, right? I mean, you tell me where you want to put money within tech right now, because the valuations are all over the map. When you look at big tech, they are up huge during COVID.
Yeah, Maria, Microsoft is a great story, and it kind of, it's 22% of the sector. So if you play it the way I do, it's XLK, which is the easiest way to get exposure to the tech sector. Their revenue is up 22% year over year. And one of the big drivers of that, or the biggest driver of that, is their Azure cloud computing program. Their revenues are up 50% year over year. And if you remember, Microsoft is a bit of a late comer to the cloud, so they're still growing and taking share. And cloud computing as a whole is expected to grow 19% compounded annually for the next 7 years. So Microsoft is even growing their Office 365 suite at double digits year over year. So it's a pretty spectacular operating environment for Microsoft. The next biggest, which is almost 22%, same weighting in the sector as Apple. I'm not going to stop using my iPhone. Dan Ives thinks that iPhone demand is underestimated in the market, and that leads me to my favorite play, which is Nvdia. Nvidia stock, you're off about 13% from their all-time high, based on like a little recent tech sell-off and this ARM deal falling apart due to regulatory concerns. Semiconductors are expected to grow overall demand 25% year over year, and we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of the slowdowns and the backlog of that chip shortage. So this is going to take years to play out. So you have growing demand in addition to a backlog, which equates to spectacular pricing power. And so my top pick in tech is Nvidia. I would be buying it here after this recent sell-off. And I think there's a lot of room to run. There's mountains of cash on the sideline, in addition to what you were just discussing, $1 trillion in announced buyback, or just under $1 trillion. And so with every sell-off is met with the wall of cash. And so with inflation going at 6.8%, that cash, is in theory going to be worth 6 or 7% less next year than it is this year. What's the best place to play that? Financial assets. One of the fastest growing sectors, that's technology. That's why we have these big multiples. So I'm bullish on technology. I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon.
I love it that you like Nvidia even at these levels. It's had a huge year. All right, we'll be watching. Catherine Nvdia, Brian Vendig, Michael Lee. Great to see you all. Have a good Monday. Thanks very much for the great word on Wall Street.